So, one thing I will say, I'm happy I'm not a Diamondbacks fan. Because Diamondbacks, they're going through it at this point. So far this season, they've had some interesting games. They lost 8-2, 5-4, right, 3-2. They actually beat the Tigers all 3 times. They swept the Tigers. I don't know how. Tigers apparently suck that bad. Because the Diamondbacks just lost 2-0. Oh, wait. Yeah, they also lost 17-2. Now, you might look at this and say, what in the absolute fluff happened? Well, first off, they did eventually just bring in their backup catcher, and the backup catcher just played the 9th inning, which two things you can take away from this is, one, you cannot challenge a non-pitcher. So, like, if it's a positional player as the pitcher, you can't use the ABS system. It's a little cool tidbit. But other than that, yeah, no, this was just a really, really ugly game. Which sometimes happens in baseball, not often. In reality, this should have just been 12-2, which I know sounds still freaking amazingly crazy, but that would have been more realistic to what this actual score should have been. They didn't bring in their backup catcher in the 9th inning, but I mean, it's a backup catcher. What do you expect? He's just throwing volleyballs at the batter, and he's just throwing it right in the strike zone. And I mean, at the end of the day, unless the batters just sit there and say, okay, we're going to take strikeouts, they're going to hit the ball. And, well, when you pitch the easiest pitches of all time, you're going to just hit homers. So, 5 runs in the 9th inning, definitely huge. It really broke out in the 5th inning. That's when they scored 8 runs straight. And then the 6th inning, they scored 2 runs. And, yeah, it was just a mess of a day for the Diamondbacks. And in all honesty, again, I feel like a lot of teams go through this. Not every team, thankfully. But there are teams that go through this where they just get killed one day. They just get absolutely mollywopped one day. And then they come back the next game and they lose 2-0, right? So it's funny how 17 runs are scored, right? But you got Matt Olson, who gets 1 run in this game. You got, 1 home run, excuse me. You got Dominic Smith, who has 1 home run in this game. George, who has 1 home run. And then Dobin, who has 1 home run. So in the end, it's kind of ironic how this goes. Only 4 guys got home runs in this game. Now, obviously, they got a bunch of RBIs because they were getting on base. And, they end up scoring in the end, so they get RBIs. But just kind of interesting how the whole thing shakes out. You would expect a lot more people to have home runs in a game where 17 runs are scored. But not the case. Only a simple 4 guys got homers in this game. And if you watch the beginning of this game, because I actually did watch the beginning of this game, before it became a blowout, I watched the first 3 innings. I don't know why, but it was on my TV, and I said, okay, I'll watch the first 3 innings. I just want to see how this game goes. And the first 3 innings, it was actually pretty good. I mean, you had the Braves scored a homer. Then top of the 3rd, they scored another one. And then you had the Diamondbacks. They actually scored a home run themselves. That one right there, it's not like a fluke run. They actually had a home run in this game. I know it's crazy to say that, but it was Jordan Lawyer who actually got that home run in the bottom of the 3rd. And it seemed like, okay, they cut, the score in half. So I don't know why I was watching Atlanta Braves versus Diamondbacks. I just was. And I was like, okay, well, this is 2-1 now. I had it on the background. And then the 4th inning, nothing happened. I'm like, maybe I'll turn it off. And then, the 5th inning happened. Yeah, this is just, I can't imagine. It's in Arizona's house, man. It's in their house. It's in their stadium. That's the worst place to let this happen to you, is in the stadium. At first, I don't know why, but when I saw the A, I thought of the Athletics, like the Oakland Athletics, who are, what are they now? There's no way they're still the Oakland, right? Are they still Oakland Athletics, or did they change their name scheme? Because I know they were going to move to Las Vegas. Are they you guys still I guess they're still the Oakland A's. I know they were going to move to another area. Okay, bro, why can't I not just find? Okay, I guess I'm going to have to type this into Google. Yeah, they are still the Oakland A's. Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't just pull up the actual team there, but Yeah, they're still Oakland. Okay, so I know I think they did move, so they're no longer in Oakland. But I mean, that's cool. Anyway, though, yeah. So then they lose the next day, like 2-0. So that's like cool. And it was only 2 homers in the end there. So just a little side note, baseball sometimes can be a little fluky. Sometimes baseball can be a little crazy, and sometimes makes no sense at all. And this is the no sense at all type concept. They're also only 3-5, which, ironically enough, you would expect with how bad they lost, they would be like one of the worst in their division. But they're not. They're actually number 3. And their division also does suck, though, because the Dodgers are by far the best team. Y'all know why. And then the Giants aren't really that good a team. Rockies usually suck. Padres are kind of iffy. I mean, and then obviously, actually, you don't realize this. You got Arizona Diamondbacks. You got the LA Dodgers. You got San Francisco Giants. You got Colorado Rockies. And then you got the San Diego Padres. So you got California, Colorado, Arizona. I don't know. That just seemed weird to me. That's probably not even weird. It just seemed weird to me. Anyway, guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. Tell me the craziest game you've ever seen. Peace out.